Welcome back my channel Health Fitness 1047. My name is Ryan. The Ryan wish you a good night. Here the episode new. Follow me.
One. Lionel Messi, Inter Miami to play in Las Vegas, Tampa, Kansas City to begin 2025. Lionel Messi and Inter Miami will kick off their 2025 season with a series of matches, starting with a game against Mexican Champions Club America on January 18th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Their second preseason match will be on February 14th in Tampa against Orlando City. Following that, Inter Miami will compete in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, facing Sporting Kansas City on February 18th, with a second leg scheduled for February 25th at home. 2. 5 realistic options Hansi Flick may use to replace Lamine Yamal for Barcelona. Atletico Madrid. Barcelona is preparing for a crucial match against Atletico Madrid, but the absence of their key player Lamine Yamal due to injury poses a significant challenge for coach Hansi Flick. Barcelona has struggled in matches without Yamal, winning only once in a Champions League game against Brest. Flick will need to make tactical adjustments to replace the 17-year-old, with options including Ferran Torres, who has been effective as a striker but has not played as a right winger this season. Another option is a Brazilian player who has primarily played on the left but may need to adapt to fill the gap left by Yamal. 3. Kane. Davies back in Bayern team training after thigh injuries. Harry Kane and Alphonso Davies returned to team training with Bayern Munich after recovering from thigh injuries. Kane, the Bundesliga's top scorer with 14 goals, missed the last 4 matches since injuring himself against Borussia Dortmund on November 30th. Davies was also sidelined after a knock in a match against Heidenheim. Both players missed Bayern's recent 2-1 loss to Mainz, marking the team's first league defeat of the season. Bayern aims to bounce back in their upcoming match against Leipzig on Friday. 4. Man City fan dies after medical emergency during Man Utd derby as tributes pour in. Manchester City has confirmed the death of a supporter during their match against Manchester United. The club expressed condolences on social media, offering support to the family and friends of the deceased. Fans also shared their sympathies in response. The match ended in a 2-1 loss for City, despite them leading for most of the game after Josko Gvardiol's first-half goal. Bruno Fernandes equalized for United with a penalty in the 88th minute. 5. 4 stats that show just how big Hansi Flick's problems at Barcelona are. Barcelona began the season strongly, achieving significant victories over Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. However, their performance in La Liga has since deteriorated, with only 1 win in their last 6 matches, resulting in a loss of 13 points and the relinquishment of their lead in the standings. They currently have 38 points from 18 games, the same as last season under Xavi Hernandez, which was deemed disastrous. They are 7 points behind their title-winning pace from last year, although they have scored 16 more goals and conceded 1 less. The team's poor form raises concerns, reminiscent of the situation that led to Ronald Koeman's dismissal. 6. Inter Miami and Messi suffer a new loss as Chris Henderson moves on. Chris Henderson, who has been part of Inter Miami's backroom staff since 2021 and served as the sporting director for 4 years, is leaving the club to take a similar role at Atlanta United. His departure follows that of head coach Gerardo Martino, who stepped down last month. Henderson, a former player and candidate for MLS Executive of the Year, will reunite with Garth Lagerwey at Atlanta United, the team that recently eliminated Inter Miami from the playoffs. His influence at Miami diminished after the club hired Barcelona executive Raúl Sanllehi in June. 7. Rodrigo ready to step into Mbappe's shoes. Kylian Mbappe, the French striker, traveled with Real Madrid to Qatar for the FIFA Intercontinental Cup but is a major doubt for the final due to a muscular injury. The team's flight was delayed by 3 hours due to a technical issue. Despite his injury, Mbappe has been included in the squad, hoping to play against Pachuca. 4 youth players have also joined the delegation. If Mbappe cannot play, Brazilian Rodrigo goes, who performed well in a recent match, is poised to step in. 8. Barcelona on the verge of tying up deal for 16-year-old Portuguese talent. Barcelona's sporting director Deco is actively pursuing young talent, recently meeting with 16-year-old Portuguese winger Cardoso Varela, who is currently a free agent. Varela, a former highly sought-after player with 22 caps for Portugal's under-17 team, faced a setback when a transfer from Porto to a Croatian club was blocked by FIFA. Following this, he became a free agent. Deco's discussions with Varela and his agents at Barcelona's facilities suggest that a deal is close. Varela has previously attracted interest from Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, and his agent, Andy Barra, has represented other notable players. 9. Gary Neville hits out at moping Rashford and Garnacho and has heated argument with Micah Richards live on Sky Sports. Gary Neville has urged Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho to use their recent exclusion from the matchday squad as motivation to improve their performance. The Manchester United players were left out for a match against Manchester City, which United won 2-1. During a discussion on Sky Sports, Neville emphasized the importance of maintaining high standards in training and suggested that their recent behavior has not met those expectations. He praised manager Ruben Amorim for taking a stand against players who do not fully commit, stating that such attitudes should not be tolerated. 10. Man Utd chef dances around with Ahmad, Højlund and Onana in dressing room after incredible win over Man City. Manchester United players celebrated their comeback victory over Manchester City with a lively dressing room party, which included a chef who joined in the festivities. After Josko Gvardiol initially put City ahead, Bruno Fernandes and Amad Diallo scored late goals to secure the win. Amad, who played a key role by winning the penalty and scoring the winner, shared a video of the celebration at Carrington, featuring him, Rasmus Højlund, and Andre Onana dancing together, with the chef making a brief appearance. Fans enjoyed the moment, sharing their reactions on social media. 11. Meet new Match of the Day host, Kelly Cates, who is the daughter of a Liverpool icon and studied maths at university. Kelly Cates is set to leave Sky Sports for the BBC, where she will co-host Match of the Day and MOTD2 alongside Gabby Logan and Mark Chapman next season, following Gary Lineker's departure. Cates, the daughter of Liverpool legend Kenny Dalglish, has worked intermittently with the BBC since 2013, including hosting the Fan Phone in show 606. After a reduced role at Sky Sports, she returned to host 5 Live Sport and covered the 2022 World Cup. Sky Sports is reportedly sad to see her go, but she was the BBC's top choice to succeed Lineker, marking a significant milestone in her sports broadcasting career. 12. Salzburg sack former Liverpool assistant Leinders. Former Liverpool assistant Pep Leinders has been dismissed as head coach of RB Salzburg after a disappointing tenure that began in May. Despite a successful background at Liverpool, Leinders' second stint as a head coach saw Salzburg languishing in fifth place in the Austrian Bundesliga, with only 2 wins in their last 8 matches. The decision to part ways comes shortly before Leinders' former boss, Jurgen Klopp, is set to take on a role overseeing Salzburg's strategy. Salzburg's management acknowledged the need for analysis regarding the team's performance in a joint statement. 13. Tim Sherwood claims Chelsea star plays like a soccer aid celebrity, after Brentford win. Tim Sherwood criticized Nicholas Jackson's performance during Chelsea's 2-1 victory over Brentford. Despite Jackson scoring a goal, Sherwood compared Jackson's unpredictable play to someone participating in the charity match Soccer Aid, suggesting he sometimes resembles a non-footballer. Like a rapper or actor, especially after missing a close-range opportunity. Sherwood expressed that Jackson's inconsistency has been evident throughout the season. 14. Foden lifts the lid on the mood inside Man City dressing room after derby battle. Manchester City's players are fully supportive of manager Pep Guardiola despite the team's worst performance in 18 years, having lost 8 of their last 11 matches. Following a disappointing defeat in the Manchester derby, Guardiola acknowledged that his management has not been satisfactory. The team is currently 9 points behind league leaders Liverpool. Phil Foden expressed confidence in Guardiola and the team's ability to improve, emphasizing the need for focus and belief in their process to return to winning form. 15. Footage shows Bruno seemingly arguing with City fan over 4 in a row. Jibe Bruno Fernandes was seen arguing with a Manchester City fan following Manchester United's 2-1 victory in the derby, where he scored a penalty and celebrated with United supporters. The win, led by manager Ruben Amorim, featured goals from Fernandes and Amad Diallo, who also won the penalty. After the match, Fernandes praised Diallo's impressive performance, highlighting his active play and contributions to the team's success. 16. A fan dead following medical emergency in Derby as City pay heartfelt tribute. Manchester City has confirmed the death of a fan during their 2-1 defeat to Manchester United at the Etihad Stadium. The incident, described as a medical emergency, occurred around 4:10 p.m. near an entrance to the stadium. The club expressed condolences to the fan's family and friends in a statement. Eyewitnesses reported being traumatized by the event, as stewards quickly responded in an attempt to assist the supporter. 17. EFL boss emerges as early contender for Saints' job after Russell Martin sacked. Danny Rowell has emerged as a leading candidate to replace Russell Martin as Southampton's manager following Martin's dismissal after a 5-0 loss to Spurs. The decision to sack Martin came shortly after his post-match press conference, with the team at the bottom of the Premier League, having earned only 5 points in 16 matches. Southampton's executives are now actively seeking a new head coach and have identified Rowell, currently managing Sheffield Wednesday, as a potential replacement. Rowell has successfully turned around Sheffield Wednesday's fortunes since taking over last October, leading them from the bottom of the championship to 9th place after a recent victory. 18. Harry Maguire drops Man Utd contract update after Ruben Amorim's perfect claim. Harry Maguire is likely to remain at Manchester United after having positive discussions with club officials regarding his future. With only 6 months left on his current contract, he could negotiate with other clubs soon, but there is an option for a 1-year extension. Maguire, 31, mentioned that while he hasn't made a decision, ongoing talks are encouraging. A new contract would mark a significant change for him, as he has fallen out of favor under former manager Erik ten Hag and lost the captaincy. 19. Roma legend De Rossi. I met Sir Alex about Man Utd in a recent discussion. De Rossi reminisced about his admiration for Manchester United and his desire to join the club. He expressed his fascination with Roy Keane and considered Manchester United the best club in England. De Rossi recounted a memorable encounter in 2006 at an airport during the World Cup, where he met Sir Alex Ferguson, who was there to scout players. He felt intimidated by both Ferguson and coach Marcelo Lippi, who encouraged him to approach Ferguson. 20. Agent makes clear Hernandez's ambitions with AC Milan. The fullback is rumored to be leaving due to disciplinary issues with coach Paulo Fonseca. His agent, Manuel Garcia Quilin, clarified that they discussed fiscal matters in Milan, not a contract renewal, but emphasized the intention for the player to stay and sign a new deal. Regarding the player's recent exclusion from the lineup, Keelan stated that such decisions are made by the coach, and the player respects his teammates and the coach's choices.